My dear, casket is not cheap. Ambulance is not cheap. Mortuary is not cheap. Nothing is cheap. You won't be hearing, oh, I'm catching the train, I'm catching the bus. I know they catch those things anymore. Mba, we drive now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinelo, and I know it's been long I said this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't even know what to say anymore. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. How is everyone doing? It's been a minute, not a minute, it's been a long time. I'm just here with a life update. I just feel like I need to give a life update. It's been months, guys. So my last YouTube video was in May. That was my last YouTube video. So June, July, August, September, we're in October, and it's been 4 months. Every time I come on here and I'm like, oh, life has been lifing. Those times I was saying life has been lifing, life wasn't even really lifing. And if you're hearing my sister scream her son's name, just ignore. Those times I was saying life has been lifing, life wasn't even lifing. It's now that life is lifing. It's like life just started lifing. I'm going to just give few months back on what happened and where I've been, what I've been up to. Not like anybody's asking, but guys, I just like to come on here and talk. I don't even know who's listening or who's going to watch this later, many years from now or many months from now, but sit down videos are the easiest videos to make. Today, this is going to be the first time I'll be doing a video without any script. Usually I'll have something script down, and maybe not everything I'm going to say, but I'll have like step by step of what I'm supposed to say. But now I do not have anything like that, but just going to go with the flow. Okay guys, I'm easily overwhelmed. I would say I know how to work under pressure, but I don't know how to juggle a lot of things together. I can't juggle plenty things in one, so I'd like to give one thing my attention, and when that one is off, I'll do another one. There have been a few times when I can juggle things. Sometimes I would procrastinate. So when I now procrastinate, I will not complete it. I keep telling myself, you will do it, and then I will never do it. So that's what I've been doing with YouTube. So in May, I was in final year MSc, studying occupational therapy, and it was project time. I was doing my dissertation. I had 2 courses to finish writing their coursework. I felt like it was a lot for me. When I do videos, I want to be able to edit them. I like sit down videos, they're easier, but I'll do more of vlogs, and then editing them, I'll not edit them, and I had work. So in that space, I said I would now start when I start my placement. I started my placement on the 5th of June. Then when I start my placement, I'm going to start with a new vlog. I started placement. That one was a lot because, guys, I'll have to go to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Now do my normal night shift Friday, Saturday. I didn't have time. I did not have time. I was tired. I was always exhausted. So I could only make videos on the weekend and edit them. And so normally if I come back from work, the plan is, oh, I'm supposed to now edit the videos, but because my placement area was not really out of area, but I had to go with 2 buses. I had to use 2 buses to get to my placement. But coming back home, if I finish work at 5, before I get home around 7, I'll just be tired. I had an event in July. I went to Scotland in July. The event was on the 7th of July, so I went to Scotland it was on the 8th of July. I went to Scotland on Friday. I felt like, okay, I was going to vlog. So guys, I vlogged that. I've not posted it, but I vlogged it, and it was good. I had a good time in Scotland. It was for Father James. He's a family friend of mine. So he did his 10 years birthday anniversary. We went for the occasion, and it was very sweet. I was craving African Mass. I attended African Mass twice. I think Saturday and Sunday African Mass, and I felt good. Aberdeen, they have such a huge black community. Not just black community, but then they have like such a huge Igbo community. They always participate in doing things. I came back on the 9th, the next day. The Sunday evening, because I had work on Monday. I started editing my videos. Usually if it's a vlog, it will take me like, I'll do it when I come back from work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, Friday, I went to work on Friday night, and Saturday I had to go to London to see my esthetician for a chemical peel I was supposed to do in London. It was the next week, 14th of July. My video was meant to come out the next Sunday. I was going to finish editing Friday or Saturday, and then schedule it that Saturday against Sunday. Okay, so Friday night I went to work, and then early in the morning around 1 a.m. someone texted me on Facebook. Different people texted me, 2 persons. Hello, do you know Dr. Somto Chidobi? We're looking for a sibling. We need somebody to talk to. I'm like, yes, he's my brother. What happened? And one person said, oh, we need a male in your family. Can you give us a male's number? I'm like, you don't need a male. You can tell me anything. And he insisted that I should give him a male's number. I'm like, what happened? Is my brother okay? Is he alive? That was the first thing I said, and he said yes, he's okay. So I now realized that Denise is actually my brother's friend, because they both work in Saudi Arabia. Then around 7 again, someone just texted me, do you know Dr. Somto Chidobe? I'm his classmates from UNN, and I'm present in the UK. I want to contact either you or your sister or somebody. I said, is it okay? So my sister now called me that early morning. She's like, did somebody message you about Somto? I said, yes, people have been messaging me. She said, somebody messaged her, but that she's afraid. I'm like, why are you afraid? Nothing must have happened. I think he's okay. We spoke to him the night before. I sent him a message on WhatsApp, and I said to him, are you okay? Everybody's trying to reach you. He did not reply. He didn't even deliver. I told my sister she should not be afraid. That one, she's very dramatic. I'm like, don't be afraid, don't be dramatic. I'm sure everything is okay. So what she told me was like, oh, if you hear, don't tell me. I should not tell her. That she did also message her husband, so she told her husband to now reach out to the person that messaged him. I said okay, and then I entered the bus because I had already finished work at 8. I entered the bus and started heading home. Not home, because I planned on going to London. I was still going to go to London. My appointment was at 12. Got to the train station and someone messaged me, and he's like, someone is trying to reach your family members. 5. I said I didn't know my brother had friends like this. 5 medical doctors messaged me on Facebook, 2 on Instagram. And he's like, oh, sorry, someone is trying to reach your family member. There's been an accident and we're trying to tell the family. And I said, accident. He now said, oh, sorry, don't worry. I think somebody in your family now, a male. So then I'm like, okay, maybe that's my brother. And I told him, oh, I think that's my brother-in-law, my sister's husband. In that instance, I was already panicking. So I put notes on my phone. I already wrote down what I'm afraid of will not happen based on somebody dying. What I'm afraid of will not happen. Please, Lord, this will not happen. Then he now told me, oh, I'm very sorry. Be strong for your family. Take heart. Take heart. And I'm like, take heart. If somebody is alive, you won't be telling me take heart. Which one is take heart? I mean, I started calling my sister, but because she said I should not call her, she turned off her phone. It was turned off. It was entered voicemail. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know anyway. Let me just be going to my London. So I was just on the train. I just started writing in my book. What I'm afraid of has finally happened. Somto has left us. He's left us now. And how will my parents take this? What am I supposed to do? My sister does not know. Does that mean I'm going to tell my sister? Or maybe her husband will have to tell her? I started crying. People would think his butt is beating this girl. I just started crying. Just very tears was flowing. I was writing things down. I still felt like, okay, maybe let it just be that he had an accident. That nothing happened. It's just an accident. I had watched a movie before then talking about how they wanted to do brain surgery and they needed the family member to sign and give consent. I was just building up stories in my head. I said, okay, that's why they want a family member, especially a male, because they need us to give consent for something. Maybe they want to do surgery on him. They need to operate on him and they need somebody to sign. This was after they've told me take her too. I already knew my brother was dead, but I just didn't want to accept it. So I kept on. I was telling God, no, this can't be true. We were on video, WhatsApp family call the night before. It's not possible. Then I still went to my London. Got there, I called my sister. She was telling me, I told her, are you okay? She was saying, like, the person messaged me. I said, yeah, I told her I've heard. I told her, what are we going to do now? Her husband now took the phone from her. I don't know. I think she started crying. They took the phone from her. They were like, where am I? I said, I'm on the train to London. They said, I should start coming back. I said, no, I can't come back. I'm already going there. There's no point start coming back. I just said, no, I can't come back. So I went, got there. Guys, I've never been so absent-minded in my life like I was on that day. I laid on the bed. They were doing chemical peel for me. I didn't know what was happening. Like, I just stood there, finished my procedure, and then the girl did. One of them just told me something. I just snapped at her. If you see, I just snapped at her. I'm not known for such behavior. I don't snap at people like that, and I just snapped at her. I was just so absent-minded. I entered my train to come back, go back to Reading. I was now afraid to come to the house. Hey, like, how will I meet Chioma? I'm sure, because in my mind I said Chioma will be rolling on the floor. She'll be crying. I came back, opened the door, met my in-law downstairs. I was upstairs having her bath. So she now came downstairs and met me in the room. My in-law, both of them now came and said, oh, Somto is dead. I said, I know. He now said, who told you? I said, those people there told me. I just leaned on my wall. I'm like, what of my mommy then? What are we supposed to do? Joanna started crying. I now started crying. We just laid on the bed. We were crying. Then my cousin started calling me. Finally answered. God was crying on the phone. They explained what happened, how it happened. It was an accident. He was just on his own, walking on the pedestrian, and then the car hit him. My dear, like that. Very good. The shock I had. Even at that time, I was okay. What made me afraid was when we were supposed to tell my parents. Like, I had never been so afraid in my life because we couldn't tell my parents. It happened on a Saturday. They told us Saturday morning. We couldn't tell my parents that day because their son is fine. You now come and tell them that he's dead. He wasn't sick. Nothing happened. So we were looking for how to tell my mom and my dad without somebody else telling them first. And my mom is very close to us. She's always calling on the phone. So she was already worried that she had not spoken to someone. To me, I couldn't call her that Saturday because I was in tears. We now came up with the idea that we're going to tell my mom that, oh, there's been an accident, but he's broke his leg, but he's fine. Just so we can start building momentum for the actual news. And my sister had to brace herself, or both of us, we had to brace her. Immediately, my sister's friend in Manchester, she's like, no, you guys can't be alone. They came down immediately, and that was what we really needed, guys. After that period, I realized that this UK is not it, though. You really need community. You need people. You need people that would run to you. So my sister's friend came immediately that night. She came with her family, her kids and her husband. They were going for swimming class, and immediately they heard. Someone else called them. They just turned back and started coming to them. They drove like 2 hours from Manchester to Reading. I don't know if it's 2 hours or 3 hours to come see us. And that day when they came, we cried, we laughed. She was just talking about how when she lost her own brother, what happened, and that was what we needed at that time. So we had to brace ourselves. Told my parents on Sunday. We were like, mommy, how are you? She said, yeah, she's calling some to others. I hope he's okay. I said, oh, tomorrow I said, mommy, how far that? Oh, there's something had a small accident too. My mom and my dad, they were there together. My dad was like, small accident, what happened? Is he okay? Let them call himself. They said, oh, that he's okay. It's just his leg that broke small, but that he's fine. He's in the hospital. He's on bed rest. My mom now said bed rest. Who called us, tell us about the accident? And because she's like a psychic, we couldn't tell her that, oh, it was somebody else that called. Because she'd be like, that means he's not all right. Why is somebody calling? We said, oh, he called us by him. My mom was like, why would someone to call you and tell you that he had an accident and he did not call us? Did he know we're going to be worried? He should have at least called us. And we said, oh, you'll be worried and you become so dramatic. So, but now that they've taken his phone from him, they told him to rest. My mom was like, okay, oh, no problem. Let's just start praying for him. That they'll pray this night. They'll pray very well. That nothing will happen to him. God forbid. My dad said, God forbid. Nothing will happen to him. He'll be all right. Okay. Sunday in the evening, my mom called again. She's like that she cannot sleep. Oh, that she's so worried. Are you sure something is alive? She said, are we sure he's alive? Why is he not talking? When last did we speak to him? My mom started calling his friends in Saudi because my mom knows our friends. She started calling 2 of them. They did not answer. We now told one of them to answer because he's he's been crying. He was crying. He said he cannot talk. He can't talk to my mother because he was in sorry, this story is very deep, but that he could not talk. I don't want to just go deep into it and become emotional, but he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to talk because he's been crying. He didn't know how to form. Maybe he'll break down on the phone. So finally he braced himself and spoke to my mom Monday morning and told my mom that, oh, that everything is fine, but that something works in a different hospital. He works in a different hospital, but that he's going to go there and see him in the hospital. When he gets there, he's going to call my mom. My mom now said that what of the other friend? That one should go now. My mom now ended the call and started telling us these were not good friends. Why can't they not go and see him and send her a picture? That okay, she wants a picture. That when he goes, he should send a picture. He needs to send a picture. When he sends a picture, so she'll be sure that he's alive. The adults arranged this. My uncles, everybody, they came down. Her sisters. They arranged the priest, the doctor. My parents are old, so arranged the doctor, arranged the priest that will be there. We arranged everybody to come and tell them Monday night. It's Monday evening. We had to, because they're in Enugu and they sit at home in Enugu, Nigeria. So everybody came. They didn't come immediately. They planned this. That was what made me afraid. Something death does to you when you lose a loved one. It changes your mindset. It's like whether you're like, what are you in this life? What is the reason? Why are we here? I just felt like life was just very worthless. I was so sad. I was in pain, and I don't know how to be sad. I don't know how to tell people that I'm sad. But at some point, I felt like I was depressed. I and my sister would just look at each other, we would cry. Food was the biggest issue. We could not eat. My sister's husband really tried. We could not eat. And then I had to go to work because it was placement. Monday morning around 1 a.m. because we weren't even sleeping. I missed my work. I'm like, I can't come to work. I feel some type of way. I said I can't come to work. I lost my brother. I don't feel good. Monday morning, my manager called me. She said, I'm so sorry. He was so supportive. When that man spoke to me on the phone, I started crying. said, Chinelo, I'm so sorry, and I'm sorry this happened. Don't worry, you don't have to come in. Just let me know if you feel good. We'll call school. Okay, so Tuesday I didn't go. I didn't go to work for like 3 days or 2 days because like it was placement. I needed to meet my hours. I was already done. Like I was tired of everything that was happening, and I still had 1 month to go, more than a month to go. But guys, I had to brace myself. It's something called fatigue. Fatigue is different from being tired. I was deeply fatigued. Like you would just be tired. Would wake up, shower. Shower is even by for in-law. No, can you still alive? Hope you're okay. I'll say yes, I'm okay. He will go. He will beg us. It and myself. We have to be eating together because when we eat together, I will eat. But if you get our own food and give me my own food, you know they chop. Then my sister's friends in the UK, they started coming over to their house. One in Scotland. She drove with her family. They came because you just need people at that point. People that will make you forget. What my parents had in Nigeria was what I wish we had here in the UK. People were coming over. They would come with food. They would talk to them. They were taking turns. People were sleeping over in the house. Like the support was massive. We had it here, but what they had in Nigeria was more solid. What we had here was good because people came, but when they left, it was still me and my sister and her family. Thank God I had my sister. Because if I didn't have her, I would just pack my bags and go back to Nigeria. I would have just gone back. I would dump the placement, dump everything. Because in that point, you will not see the reason. Like, why are you here? It wasn't making sense anymore. Nothing wasn't making sense. But anyway, so that happened. I didn't post that video again that I wanted to post. I didn't finish editing. I disabled my Instagram because I just wanted solitude. And people were messaging me, calling me. Very good. Testing me, was sorry, my condolences. No problem. My friends were very supportive, even virtual. People calling, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're okay. And I took out one thing from this. I didn't want to, like, if I didn't take people's calls, I know that eventually they'll call me. So what I did was, in that instance, I was answering calls. No problem. Sorry, I'll cry on the phone, do anything. I don't know how to be vulnerable, but at that point, I just let people be there for me. I struggled, but I let a few persons, never my persons, be there for me. And yeah, people came through. We had to start preparing for burial. You will not know the amount of planning that goes into burial. My dear, casket is not cheap. Casket is not cheap. Ambulance is not cheap. Mortuary is not cheap. Nothing is cheap. And my brother died abroad. Bringing him back. Okay. Anyway, that was it, Sha. Everybody was very supportive. My friends, his friends were so supportive. My mom's family members were there for us in September. I went back to Nigeria. We did burial. And yeah, we laid him to rest successfully, thank God. What kept me going that period was I started listening to how to deal with grief on YouTube. I was searching for something that would make my soul, something that would fill me up. I was sad. Then I started listening to podcasts, and then I was now reading the Bible. The one time I have this prayer group with my cousins, and my cousin was the one that she preached about, how God will restore everything you've lost and restoration. And that day, I wasn't talking to people. My cousins were looking for me, like, Nilo, where are you? For 3 days, I wasn't answering calls. Nilo, where are you? What's happening? Where are you? And that night, when she finished preaching, I called. I told her that something I was reading, and then something resonated with me, how God, He has good plans. He's giving me beauty for ashes. That we shouldn't mourn like those who do not have hope. Like I read, I think it was 2 Thessalonians. When I finished listening to my cousin's preaching, there was an outpour of strength I had. It's like the Holy Spirit just filled me up. Guys, the strength I had, I would pray, I'll tell God, this sadness will not consume me. This pain will not consume me. I have to be here for my family members. I've got siblings. I have my brother, my sister, my parents especially. So I just braced up myself. I'll call my mommy, I'll preach to her, preach to my dad. They're like, Nelo, if you're strong, don't worry, we're going to be strong. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. We'll talk about God, talk about that. You should not worry, that He knows best. And one thing my dad is always saying, my dad said that God just used him as a vessel to bring in this boy into the world. And now He said time is due. So who are we? So He should take back. He's the one that gives, and He's the one that also takes. Well, guys, this story is making me sad, but let's move on. It's in your lowest moments that you actually find God again. the word becomes so deep to you. You realize that, okay, so this has been in the Bible. It begins to resonate in you. The only thing that kept me going was Christ's love for me. For me and my family, that was the only thing that kept us going, because at that particular point, we were just feeling like, what's the point? When we were talking about burial, he said we'll do Thanksgiving. After burial, this Sunday we'll do Thanksgiving. I asked my mom, what are we doing Thanksgiving for? Are we thanking God that he took our brother? He now said, no, we're thanking God for a successful burial. And then I went back, I said, God, I really do not know why you did this, but you're a good father, and we can ask our father question. I don't know why this has happened. That's okay. Will I accept it? I do not have a choice. I'm going to accept it, but I just want you to show me why. I want the lessons from this. I want to learn from this. I don't want to just keep on moving, living my life like, oh, nothing happened. I wanted to take the lesson and move on, and I just wanted to see his hands in everything. And now we have a personal angel who's watching over us. So that burial was successful. We gave him a, what is it called? Is it fantastic funeral, fantastic burial? I don't know, but sorry, a befitting burial. We gave him a befitting burial. I soaked myself in that, because me, I can live in denial. Not like denial, but I'm not a soft person, like outside. I don't know how to be emotional. I don't even cry like that. Things that make me cry are very small, maybe useless things, maybe worship song, prayer when I'm praying. Those are things that make me cry often. But guys, I said, this period, Nilu, you will not run away from this. In the brochure, I carried it on my head. I said, all my sisterly duties, I'm going to perform it, because when will I do this again? So even though sometimes it will hurt me when someone calls, or maybe when we're planning with the Saudi people, when I hear some things, I'll just have panic attack, but I still carried on. I said, you see this thing, I'm going to put myself in it. Yeah, that's what happened. So I was in Nigeria for a month, from end of August, end of September. When I just came back, I said, Chinelo, will you not start your life again? Will you not move forward? The good thing is I have my car now, so guys, the quality of my life is going to increase, because I no longer have to leave 2 hours earlier to go to work or to go anywhere. My car is just parked outside here. I can even see it from this window. It's like, I know that, okay, yeah, so now with this car, life is going to be easy. I didn't talk about passing my test. I passed my test in August before I went back to Nigeria, and that test was so sweet, because when the thing happened, I stopped taking my driving lessons, but after I resumed, and I had a test on the 16th of August, and then I just passed. So I passed the second time. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, so guys, that's going to help me a lot. And now I'm done with school. Thank you, Jesus. I'm officially a graduate. Like, if I've not said this, yes, I finished with placement. Finished my placement ending of August, 25th of August, and I took a month break. And you won't be hearing, oh, I'm catching the train, I'm catching the bus. I don't know they catch those things anymore. Bah, you drive now. Like yesterday, I went to work last night and I came back and I went to church this morning, and guys, Jesus Christ, the ease. Hey, I said, glory be to God. It feels so different. I said, Jehovah, I'm going to be grateful. I haven't done my graduation because Brooks, they take their time with these things, but I'm officially a graduate from my university. I really missed YouTube. I really did miss YouTube, and I'm a heavy user of YouTube myself, so why can't I pull back into YouTube? Why can't I pull back? So I'm going to just try and do what I have to do. The only struggle is that this is my vlogs. Where am I going to? I'll just go to work, wearing my uniform, come back, we get nothing is sweet about. If it's just my everyday vlog, work week, I know they do anything. I know they go anywhere for this UK. I know they wear clothes, go anywhere. I just did my day. Anyway, yeah guys, so I'm back now. Thank you guys for sticking there. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Some people send me emails about not asking me where I was. No, I never reached that level. Oh, I got OT, this one. I was struggling, guys. I couldn't reply those emails. I was really in a bad place. But now I'm better. So pour out your questions, put them in the comment section. This channel is going to take a little bit of turn because I'm no longer in school. I get nothing to talk about school again. I can still talk about a few things about occupational therapy, but it's still going to be mostly lifestyle and whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. So guys, bye. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you in my next one.